Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, what's going on? Hope you are blessed. It's your boy, man like Matt. It is Team Kop-Ish, and we are back on a Wednesday. Was it Wednesday afternoon? Was it the 1st of May, people? So big up to everybody. Smash the like button if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe to Team Kop-Ish and all that good stuff, people. But everyone's blessed. Thought to have a quick little Kop-Ish catch up because there's a few things going on in Liverpool at the moment. As you can see, the talking point we've got on there is the Liverpool abolition issue. But first and foremost, what I do want to say is I want to big up actually the coach who's just been announced, or it's been announced today that he's leaving, and that's Coach John Archberg. I think he was the longest serving coach. He's been there for 15 years. And he's had his critics as well, because some of his critics will point out that, you know, I think he might have been involved in the whole Carriers thing as well, and even Mignolet. And obviously those goalkeepers didn't do Liverpool well. Let me not be disrespectful to them. They served Liverpool, but I think they were better goalkeepers than those two, and Archberg was there. And I remember people used to say, like, is there an issue with our coaching staff? But one thing that people can't forget is he was the one that recommended Liverpool to go and get Alisson Becker from Roma. So big up John Archberg, you get me? So yeah, man. It seems like there's a what's everyone's thoughts on that in the comments as well? Drift should be joining me shortly as well. But what's everyone's thoughts about Archberg leaving? Is everyone happy with it? Do people care? Like, what's everyone's kind of vibe at the moment? Big up AJ, big up Dan J, big up Ali A, big up Football Gossiper. That is true. He does make a good point. Football Gossiper says, Matt, but it's Tafarel, but Tafarel is staying. Alisson Peteluga continued their Brazilian bromance, 100%, bro. Tafarel leaving would have been that would have sent signs to me that even Ali might not be happy. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm kind of happy Tafarel is staying. Legend of the game. Big up Sadiq as well. Big up John Conway. Big up Naldo. Big up OYB. Big up Jamal. He says, back in the day, Drifty went. I remember, bro. Yeah, when Drifty joins, I remember that as well, Jamal. Trust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Big up Sadiq as always, brother. Big up Zane. You get me? Conor the Red, he goes, I beg we don't give Adrian a new deal. I hope not, bro. I hope not. You get me? I hope not. But yeah, no, I think Adrian's leaving. I think the last thing we saw was that Adrian, I don't think the Liverpool going to offer him a new deal. Yeah, I've also heard there's going to be no parade, which I'm happy with. What would we parade? The Carling Cup. We can't be doing that. We're a bigger club than that. 100%. But yeah, for those that don't know, there will be no parade. And it's not like by saying no parade, we're not saying goodbye to Klopp, but I just feel like we don't need a parade to say goodbye to one of the best ever managers. We don't need that. We can just say bye to a minute. You get what I'm saying? We can just say bye. Because it'd be crazy, like, for a Carling Cup, like, I don't want to see that. Jamal Musiala, he was cooking last night. Musiala was cooking. There will be no documentary, but there will be yeah, I know. There will be, yeah. The documentary, I think it's going to get released. I believe they said it was August, just before the new season. But it hasn't been signed off by any streaming platform just yet. Even though I don't even want to see that either. Like, what's the point? We already know that nothing happened other than, you know what I mean? Crazy. Who says this now? Big up big up ZK. It's a takeover right now. You get me? Sane's quick. Is it Sane? Someone mentioned Sane. I swear I saw Leroy Sane. That's it. Marvel says Matt Sane to replace Salah. You know what it is about Sane? I feel like he still picks up injuries, and Sane's inconsistent for me, you know. I'll be honest with you guys. The talent's there. The talent is there, people, for all to see. But I do feel like Sane's inconsistent. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. He's a bit inconsistent, but Ali A says Slot's got a big job in his hands. No, facts, he does. There's a lot of things to sort out at Liverpool, from the playing staff to the coaching staff to the tactics. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot for him to sort out, and I think fitness will be key as well for Liverpool going forward. 100%, the fitness thing is going to be a massive issue. Do you know what I mean? But all the coaches, it seems like that were working under Jurgen Klopp, it seems like literally all of them are leaving. So Slot will be bringing in new staff. You get me? So it remains to be seen how that's gonna happen and how it will affect Liverpool. Because what it is as well, people, you got to remember, like, players are so used to routines and routines that have been given to them by the people that's been with the club for however long. Now all this is gonna change, but I think it's a change that's needed, people. Because let's keep it a buck, innit? Right now we just look stale. Everything just looks stale. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kim looked horrible. I remember when bare people were hyping out Kim. Jamal, don't get me started on that, you know. Because I was saying Kim is not the guy, bro. The PR in Italy can be crazy at times. You get me? That's what I'm saying. Crazy. Interesting comment from Football Gossiper. He says Jordan Henderson has been missed. Virgil is Mr. Nice. Hate him or love him, he had the dressing room running and a lot. Nah, the way how Virgil came across in his last interview, I wouldn't even say he's Mr. Nice. Not at all. All right, big up. World of Football, big up, bro. I hope you're blessed, brother. Hey, Jamal, don't give me a joke. Man said Kim Min-jae was moving like Kim Kardashian yesterday. Yo. Hey, Jamal, don't give me a joke, you know. Don't give me a joke, please, bro. As someone said, one game don't mean nothing. Are you talking about Kim Min-jae's performance or Sane's? And yes, people smash the like buttons, 100%. Listen to Sadiq, people. You know them ones there. What's this? VVD, bigger Hassie says VVD is too gentle. Nah, he's not, bro. He's not. I think what it is as well, you have to remember, like, look what Virgil's had to like take on board in regards to being the new captain. Like, a lot changed. Our whole midfield changed. Tactically, I would say that we kind of changed as well. Like, and I feel like tactically, because we were inept tactically, it made Virgil look a bit worse, especially towards the end of the season. But that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, the whole team kind of just like not gave up, but the whole team just looks stale and lost. I don't think any captain can change anything. It don't matter if you shout. I think people get this impression that if you shout at someone and they're going to respond, players will tell you. I've spoken to players. Some players need to be shouted at. Some players just need to just speak to them on a level. Everyone's character is different, like how everyone's character is different in here. Do you get what I'm trying to say, people? I think it's that simple. This whole notion that man's gonna shout and people are just gonna start listening, it don't work like that, bro. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. People got this notion that Henderson's screaming and shouting like a madman, that players are just gonna start like doing the most. No, some might, some won't, some just shut off. You know, like that, people. Like sometimes someone's telling you to do something, but shouting, you like you kind of just turn a blind eye to it. You're just like, who are you talking to? So I think you have to learn both how to speak to people personally. Bigger Ali A says Matt Edwards wants Salah to stay. Yeah. Do you know what? I was speaking to someone, was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before? And they were saying like how because we kind of spoke about it a little bit on Monday, yeah. That could be a PR thing as well. Like, wouldn't it be crazy for Liverpool to like admit that they want to sell Salah? Because it's gonna hurt value. It's gonna disrupt the rest of the season, even though there's nothing more to disrupt. But you get what I mean? Like, it will put a what do you call it? Like a sour taste in people's mouths, so to speak. Pause. Like, it's not something that you want to do. You don't want to make matters worse. Imagine as well if Liverpool come out and say they want to sell Salah after that kind of like the spat that he had with Jurgen Klopp. And then you got Michail Antonio today saying what he heard and something about he reckons Klopp said, "Do you want to sit back down?" kind of thing. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, so I think Liverpool done the right thing by saying, even if they wanted to sell him, they still done the right thing. You have to protect the club and also protect Salah at the same time. And that's the best way of doing that, is by saying we want to keep him. Because now, let's say Salah said he wants to go. Liverpool can do the whole, well, listen, he wants to go. We wanted to keep him. Even if Liverpool had plans to sell him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a line you want to put across to the media. Liverpool are very, very good at that. And I'm not even trying to say that they're not even telling the truth. It's just that you have to be smart about these things. Like, what good would it be if Liverpool just literally just went, yeah, we want to sell Salah? Everyone would just be like, all right, cool, how much you want? We'll get him for free then. Or Salah, just run down this. Like, we got to be smart people. We can't just be saying things, oh, Salah's at a bus stop and then be next day, yeah, you're going to sell. Of course, Liverpool are going to say he's going to stay. Even if they want to sell him, they are going to say he wants to stay. Big up yourself, Drift.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up, Sammy Boy Jr. Watching the Spurs v Arsenal game on Sunday. Can't believe we didn't go for Mickey van den Ven. No, he would have been a great signing for us. Great recovery pace and really comfortable in the ball. I disagree with that one, bro. I'm glad we didn't go for him. I've been an advocate from the beginning of not wanting Mickey van den Ven. You see what Mickey van den Ven is, yeah? It's all good having recovery pace. But I don't like the way that he has to recover way too much. The man's bursting his hamstrings on a regular, like cheese strings. You can't be doing that. And remember, Spurs play the highest line possible to know. Like, I don't understand why they even play that. His hamstrings will get wrecked.
But ain't that why though, bro?
No. What I'm saying is, for me, I don't think you can read the game as well as Virgil, Ibu, Kwanzaa, Matip, Gabriel, Saliba, Stones, Diaz, Ake. Bro, Van der Ven is not walking into any of the top 3 teams, in my opinion. He's not good enough. What people are getting carried away is that he was better than what Spurs had before. You have to remember what they came from before, you know. And that's why, no disrespect to Spurs, but Christian Romero and Van der Ven are not it, bro. In my opinion, you need 2 better centre backs than that. In my opinion. But yeah.
I disagree. That's another conversation for another time.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I won't take anything but Liverpool. No chance. That is, yeah.
Archerberg as well, who's leaving. I know you touched on it, but you know, big up. I think he had a really terrible start to his Liverpool career as a coach, but that might have been the players just weren't good enough. But his overall service and what he's done with Kelleher and Alisson is brilliant. So yeah, big up to Archerberg.
Indeed. Drift, just quickly, what's your thoughts on I lost it now. Where is it? The no parade. So Liverpool have announced like there's no parade. So I know you was kind of an advocate for it at one point, but I don't know whether you changed your mind throughout.
No, I was just an advocate for a farewell party for Klopp. That's all it was. So I don't care if they don't have a parade at all. But they need to have some form of special goodbye for Klopp. It can't just only be the end of the season. He walks around and gets clapped. I think there needs to be something else done in honor of him, in form of a celebration or a party or a gathering or something to say goodbye to him. But the parade doesn't bother me if there's not a parade.
I don't think there can be a parade. I think the stadium, I think, is kind of the best way in terms of like whether he wants to just, they put a thing on in the middle of the stadium and he just talks to the fans or whatever, because the stadium is what it's about. It's about Liverpool. It's about the pitch, and he's an emotional manager. Like he wants the players to leave everything on the pitch, make the stadium be the way where you can just have the microphone and just speak to the fans. I think I don't think we should overdo it, but I still think, yeah, you can show man respect by the whole stadium. Remember, the last game of the season will be Wolves. I reckon he'll do that anyway. He'll do the lap of honor, he'll speak on a microphone, he'll do all of that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think.
Yeah. I don't care about what the others did. I think that we should do it that way. Especially if we lose the Wolves game, there'll be a bad feeling in the stadium. That might not be the best time.
No. Because I just think, bro, as much as I love Klopp, he's still just a manager. He might be the best manager that we've had, but he's not a god where we go out of our way to do something extra special. I would still say you can show the man love and respect, but I kind of like, because let's keep it about, normally when managers leave, they kind of just leave and like they kind of just the last game and they kind of, I guess they just walk by and say bye. But what I'm saying is, if you want to do the whole in the middle of the stadium kind of thing, and he's just talking to everyone, rare tear tear, I think that's a good way of saying bye. What you're saying, it should be more than that.
It's okay, but I think that we should honor him better than that. But because I disagree.
Someone said Gerard just got a microphone. That's, I mean, it's just like, let the man speak, innit? Like, I don't know. That's my set.
I think you honor managers and players differently. He took us to the promised land. He brought us everything we wanted. Some of us might never actually have another Premier League title in our lives. And I don't think Liverpool is so crap that will happen, but nobody did in the 90s either. Will we go another 30 years without a league title? The man who brought us back to the promised land should be given more than just a stadium microphone, in my opinion. But we'll talk about that another time.
No, fair enough, fair enough. All right then. So let's quickly talk about what do you call it? The main subject, which is about leadership. Something that, funny enough, I was speaking a little bit about earlier on before you joined. We've got a captain and a vice captain that are new to everything this season. Do you think they've both handled it well, or would you say like they haven't handled it well at all? Or what's your rating on their leaderships, both of them?
I'm going to play something quickly and give everyone a chance to simmer on it. And I really hate doing this, but we have to keep the same energy we do all the time. So I'm going to play something for you and then we'll talk.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. You're bad for that, you know.
No, we have to add some context, bro.
You're bad for that. You're bad.
I remember.
You're going.
I remember. And here's the thing. This is the maddest thing that lets you know how much this is hurting my feelings, because you know how much I love Trent, how much I back Trent. I don't let people talk shit about him. Yeah. But I can't watch that, bro. I know this is our vice captain. And I remember a lot of people said to me, when the whole Curtis Jones versus Trent thing happened, and I'm not even throwing shade here, oh, look who's got the vice captaincy. Drift, you were wrong about Curtis Jones. You was wrong about Trent. All right, cool. But in that moment right there, is that your captain? Is that your leader? Is that who you want to be? Now, everybody's allowed to have a bad day. But I'm sorry, Matt. You know, one day you can't have a bad day. The Merseyside derby in a title race. Nah, bro, the one time you cannot have a bad day.
I'm going to let you land, and then I'm going to land afterwards. Go.
A derby in a title race. That is an indictment on him, the team, the issues, everything that's gone wrong with why we're not going to win the league this year. In this last part. How can that be my vice captain, bro? Looking around, totally disinterested. 1-0 down, you know. It weren't even 0-0 while we're winning. We are losing at that point. You should be amped. You should be so angry and vexed.
Of course.
As a Liverpool man, that we're throwing this away. And that is how you respond. And there's loads of players in the team. It's just unfortunate for Trent. He's caught on camera. And that's why we're having this quick conversation about this. What's happened to the leadership at Liverpool? And there's no agendas here. These are just conversations that need to be asked. I was specifically told, I was chatting shit when I said that James Milner and Jordan Henderson's off the field and leadership strengths were not needed at Liverpool. And bun them, man, they need to go. I was specifically told this, yeah? And as much as I understood that they weren't really able to do it on the pitch anymore in terms of how they used to, and they were old now, etc., I know the importance of having good leadership and having role models around. You want people like Dan's, a fellow Scouse, Kwanzaa, a fellow Scouse. You want people like Clark, McConnell. You want these men looking at our captain. waffling around at the back post in a Merseyside derby, bro, and acting like that. How can he turn around now and shout at anyone? If McConnell makes a mistake in a football match, how can Trent turn around as the captain and be like, bro, fix up, what are you doing? When there's video evidence on the internet of him fraffing around in a title race Merseyside derby. We have to ask these questions, bro. I love Trent, but we have to ask these questions, bro. So I ask you again, is Trent Liverpool captain material? And were we wrong about thinking we had leaders in the team if Henderson and Milner left? Because Endo is captain of his country, Szoboszlai is captain of his country, Virgil's captain of his country and Liverpool now. Robertson is captain of Scotland. Salah is captain of Egypt. We've got a bag of leaders in this team. But where the hell has that leadership gone, bro? Where's that leadership gone?
All right,
seriously.
All right, this is my thing now. You're saying we're the leaders, right? Okay. The leaders that were there before, Jordan Henderson and James Milner, were amazing captains, right? But even they, for me, run their course. I think people get it confused as well sometimes because I've seen it in the chat when I try to explain. If Hender was on the pitch, he'll be rollicking the guy. Sometimes shouting at someone doesn't give you the response that you need to go and get. Sometimes you just need to speak to someone calmly because everyone reacts differently. We're going to also act like James Milner and Jordan Henderson, as captains, haven't done just as bad things. I can give examples. I could give you countless times James Milner has given away free kicks that have led to goals. But we used to be like, why would he do that? That's such a stupid thing to do. See the game out.
That's not lack of.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. No. As a leader, you're supposed to lead by example, right? Trent didn't lead by example in that instance. No, he has not. We know that. That was shocking. There's no excuse in that. But one thing we can't do is act like the other two were saints, and that when there were title runs, when there were cups on the line, they too made errors and made mistakes. Firstly, with the other two, they also had other captains around them. You have to remember, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, this is their first year of being a captain where everything has changed from players that haven't stepped up, like you rightly point out, a Dominic Szoboszlai. The whole team is underperforming, and yes, they are supposed to galvanize, but they can only deal with what they can. They've also got to deal with a manager who just over halfway through the season announced that he was leaving as well. And what I'm saying is, I'm not using it. This ain't an excuse. I'm just giving you reasons as to why I think everything has just gone down the pan. Because let's keep it a buck. First half of the season, I don't think there was any questions with leadership. So Virgil van Dijk, again, he was the one that got us propelled us, and Trent, before either of them got injured, propelled us into a conversation where we were thinking about winning a title with those two new captains. Not only that, regarding Curtis Jones has really stepped up, bro, really. But Curtis Jones cannot handle the same type of pressure Trent can. First of all, we haven't even seen Curtis Jones have that type of pressure full stop, so we don't even know how he's even going to react. I'm not going to say he's going to react like that, but I've seen Curtis Jones get bullied off the ball amount of times this season. I've looked at him and gone, that's not Curtis Jones. But I'm not going to make him think that, that's him, that's just him. It could happen to anybody. And like you said, with Trent, he just happened to be caught on camera. But bro, there have been other players, even Virgil, Konate, Kwanzaa, people have made countless errors that have led to goals. But let's not make it a thing of he's the only person that makes errors. Don't get me wrong, that is shocking, because it is shocking and damning as well. But we've seen other players do it. We've seen Cody Gakpo do it. Like they're all, when I say to you, the whole thing of Klopp announcing, and I know there's a lot of rumors circulating that he had to before it came out, the whole news thing. I genuinely feel like it's put so much pressure on some of these players who just can't mentally take it. And I think it's unfair to point at Virgil and Trent. You can point in Trent in that moment, but Trent was the one that was confidently saying halfway through the season, we're trying to win it all. We're trying to win it all. And that's quite bold. Normally you just say, we'll take it one game at a time. Trent kind of said we want to take it all. Yeah, and look when Virgil rasped at the players after the game, where he was like, all the players need to look at themselves. So even though he even said as well, I've got to look at myself. But this whole notion that he's too nicey, Virgil ain't nicey, you know. It's just that he just
No,
don't
I
shout
agree
in a
with
man's
that.
face. No, this ain't you, but I'm just saying he just don't scream at people. There's different ways of getting the message across. I found what Virgil said after that match quite like damning actually, because the way he said it, like he was just like they need to just look at themselves in the mirror. It's just not good enough. Like he said it calmly, but like he had the demeanor was mad. And someone's saying as well, yeah, but talk is cheap, Matt. Yeah, I don't know if you mean like what's that? Sorry,
Talk is cheap, bro.
no. But are we really going to sit here and say up until what? Maybe in fact 3/4 of the way through the season, Virgil's one of the players that might have been in contention for player of the season, bro.
No. When you said that, Trent said we're trying to win it all. Like talk's cheap. He can. He can say
But
that.
but his performances showed that. Are you forgetting the form Trent was on before he got injured? I think people are genuinely sleeping on the form.
Bro, I think you're misreading what I'm saying. You can make mistakes. Your performances don't have to be spectacular. Henderson and Milner weren't throwing up great performances per se.
Saying, but some people lead
But
by
they were
example
all
with their performances.
No, but bro, they were all showing effort and desire, but sometimes effort and desire still can't give you a good performance. But it shows that you've done everything within yourself in that moment to try. Waffling around and not caring and being nonchalant and stuff like that, that's a real issue, bro. If he made a mistake in the game, I don't mind. Humans make mistakes. He didn't have any desire, fight, passion. Bro, look at that footage, bro. He doesn't care, bro. We're 1-0 down. And he's looking around, hands on hips. But what are you doing, bro?
I get you, bro. But you're what it is, you're focus. Listen, it's the worst thing to focus on in a sense of because it's a Merseyside derby and the manner in which it happened. Of course, I understand that. But we also can't forget there's been other things throughout the season where other players have made errors that have been just as bad. It's just that it wasn't against Everton.
I've never seen that. I've never seen an error where they don't even look like they give a shit.
Bro, are you telling me you haven't seen any of our players, bro, even from a defensive point of view? Like
I've seen errors. Of course I've seen errors. I've never seen it look like they don't give a shit.
Mentality. Bro, I swear there's been games where you've actually said the players that they don't care. The players that they don't care. I think people have to go Trent's attitude as well. Like, I don't know.
Shit. The Scouser in the team, I'm even more disappointed. If that was Cody Gakpo or Nunes or one of the foreign players who's a striker who doesn't even really know how to defend, I would be angry, I'll be livid, but I would be a little bit more inclined to think their mentality is based on where they play in the team. But to be a scouser, be a midfielder or a defender, and know that that is your primary job on a set piece to be defensively switched on.
I'm not defending. No thing.
Shit, bro, that's damning, bro.
No, of course it's damning. But I'm not gonna sit there and say that one moment now, kind of like that's the way how everyone looks at him now. Is that what? Because this is what
No, I'm not saying we should look at that.
No. But what I'm saying is this: you have to be careful, not careful, but like I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, because he done that, I can't trust him. I can't trust him to be my vice captain for Liverpool. If this something like that happens again. Oh yeah, we got a conversation because it should be the one time and the only time. Because in my opinion, everyone's allowed to have a mistake, in my opinion, or a lapse in concentration or switch off. It's just that because he's the vice captain, it's even worse. That's what it is. Let's keep it above.
Fair enough. If people believe that he should be given another chance, I do believe in second chances, but I still think it's quite damning to see that you mentally don't seem to care. Because body language, body language looked like he didn't care. Now he could have something down in his personal life or whatever. Who knows? But we can only go by what we've seen. That to me ain't somebody who should be a leader. If I've been to jail for theft, you ain't gonna put me in charge of the church funds. You should give me another chance, right?
Yeah, 100%. But if you're all right, funny you say that, yeah, because some people. If someone said you come out as a changed man, some people might say that's ludicrous because you've just come out and done something, so therefore you can't really be trusted on that just yet. But you might actually be trusted because you might have genuinely changed. That just might not be that just might, but I think to compare that with Trent, I think that's too far for me because Trent for me We know what he's about. We know, in my opinion, his leadership skills, he's probably not the shouter out of the two. I feel like it's Virgil. Yeah. Not only that, some people, the way how they captain their side, they kind of like they lead by example with their performances on the pitch. And obviously, they have to talk and whatever and galvanize. But he just might not be a Henderson or a Milner. There are different types of captains.
Bro, he's not
Like
leading by
Virgil.
example. Either them, bro. Look at that. That's not leading by example on the pitch.
No, but that's one incident, though. That's one isolated incident. If you go back and show me all season long because we could do that for any player. We could let's do that for every player.
No, bro. This is crunch time. Merseyside derby.
I understand that.
Man, the circumstances. This is different, bro. This is different.
Listen, I'm not excusing, in my opinion, how bad he was. There's no excuses. But what I'm saying, for me anyway, I'm not gonna let excuse my vision. So next season, I'm already thinking, no, I shouldn't be vice captain. And I'm not at that level personally. If you are, that's up to you. Or if other people are, that's up to you, innit? But I'm just saying, for me, I'm not there personally. I'm not. And the same thing goes for Virgil as well. I'm not there yet. No.
I'm not saying strip him of the vice captaincy just yet, but I am massively concerned about him being the leader in the team. If that's how his attitude is in a title race.
I'll say this. I'll double down on this actually. I think under the new manager, you'll see a different trend. That's all I'm gonna say. I think you'll see a different.
I hope. And I mean, to just not pile on to Trent before we go, because I know we're gonna be wrapping up in a sec. What has happened to the leadership in the team, full stop, and the mentality of the team, full stop, within the players themselves? Because I hate this narrative that everybody keeps trying to spin of just blaming everything on Klopp. These are grown-ups. He's not got a control pad like me and Matt when we're playing FIFA, and we're the reason why they're doing what they're doing. They're grown men, they're individuals, and they have massively let Klopp down in this last couple of weeks. I will stand on that. People can disagree with me. That's totally fine. Everyone's allowed their own opinion. But Klopp has been doing pretty much the same thing that's got us here, and all of a sudden, we've just fallen off a cliff. And that has to do a lot with the emotion of it all, maybe, and the exhaustion within it, which is
100%.
understandable. But I've got to look at my leaders in this team, my Robos, my Virgils, my Endos, my Soboslais, my Salahs, my Trent. I've got to look at these men during this time and be like, I haven't even seen enough effort from you as an individual to not be really disappointed with the players and the way they've let Klopp down and how this has fizzled out, and it's going to make Klopp leave such a downer when these men have been trying to catch that second wind and do everything in their power. And if we fall by the wayside by a couple of points, so be it. That's life. We applaud the men and we love them for it, and we go again. But to end up 8, 9, 10 points off the title by the end, which is what it's going to end up being, in my opinion, these players have got to take a long, hard look at themselves in the mirror, and they've got to say, we let down the manager. We really let down. We let down ourselves, but we let down the manager. We were supposed to give him a swan song. What's happened to these men? What has happened to these lot? It's crazy, bro. Some of these performances are just madness. It's just madness, bro. But and I think it just wound me up seeing that thing from Trent there, because it's like I have seen a lot of players kind of have similar attitudes, and I think it's the reason why we've fallen by the wayside to the end of this season. But yeah, maybe we'll have to do a part 2.
I think we're gonna have to. Big up Zabiri. I'm sorry, gang, man, them hot gal, Pepper LFC talks ain't it right now. It's about Team Darkskin now. Klopp is stale, and Kung Fu Kenny is electrifying the people. Hashtag war. Hey, I heard Kendrick's response. Yes, wartime. But just going back to what you said.
Is this what we're doing now? Is this what we're doing? We're gonna put the Drake and Kendrick thing into the.
Bro, I mean that's what he's doing. But now, one thing I will say though is that even though a lot of the blame goes to players, I think some of it is Klopp though. We can't. There's this notion. Yeah. But you're right in terms of captains being accountable. I'll be real with you. For me personally, I think Virgil's kind of done his part. Like, I know some people say he hasn't, but when I say done his part, what I mean is like, okay, he has coincided with the dip with the team. I feel like it's not like he's just suddenly crap, but like, yeah, maybe his form dropped off a little bit. But for the majority of the season, I think Virgil's been immense. I've been one of our best players and leading by example. On and off the pitch, by the way. Szoboszlai has literally gone missing. Someone took this guy out, and there was a flipping what do you call it? Like a clone. So that's a shadow clone right there. Because we ain't seen the real Szoboszlai for like since the first 3 months of the season. Endo, I know he's captain for Japan, but I'm gonna be real. His personality looks like it just doesn't. What's the word I would say? Like it doesn't correspond with our team. The way how he is, I don't know. And it seems like he's a little bit like, and I'm not trying to be funny, a little bit like Naby, like he's like introvert type player, where like I don't know, like everything has to be. I don't know.
How can you be a captain then?
No, but it sounds crazy, but you can be a captain for your team, yeah, because it's your team, it's your surroundings, your home. What's
if you're an introvert,
no. Hear what I'm going to say now. But
making a party planner.
No. What I'm saying is now when you go to Liverpool, you're out your comfort zone. You're out your comfort zone, innit? You're out your comfort zone. So maybe introvert ain't the right thing, but you got me. So he's out his comfort zone now. Remember, when he's back home with Japan, he's with the man them. Yeah? You get what I'm trying to say? Whereas when he's at Liverpool, he's surrounded by bigger personalities, bro. He's surrounded by way. So he's almost. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You got to be a big personality standard at Liverpool.
Aspects you can't only be the only time you're allowed to be the leader of one thing, is leader of your home. Everywhere else out in the world, if you're a leader, you have to
ain't it like
deal with situations. You can't just like I don't know.
You know what it is, yeah. This is why we'll give them credit. Henderson and Milner, whether you like them or don't like how they used to be captains in terms of how they would like do stuff, they've got personalities where they can do that anywhere. It's just how they are. That's how they're built, right? But Endo, you can tell he's not like that. I can imagine there's team talks and Endo don't even say nothing. He's just saying cool. Like, yeah. Like, you don't say... You
material, bro.
But, bruv, you remember, but your whole point was... See, Captain Stuttgart. But your whole point is that, but he's captain of Japan. So why can't he... If he's got that captain mentality, why is it translating to Liverpool? And I'm telling you why, bro. So for all the people that don't understand what I'm saying, it's quite simple.
Why hasn't his captaining skills been able to reflect into Liverpool?
Because again, being at Liverpool is a different kettle of fish. Because what I was going to do is give the others credit. Henderson and Milner. As much as I do think their style is not for everybody, they were able to translate that at their club teams. Some people can't do that. Szoboszlai was not captain at Leipzig. He was captain for Hungary. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Some people it works, some people it doesn't. And for some people,
I hear you.
And for Liverpool, who said, you know what, let me not even just be disrespectful. I'm just gonna do this. I'll make it easy. But all I'm gonna say is this, yeah. For some people, when it comes to being at Liverpool, the way how they see themselves is not the way how they see themselves at international duty. That's why sometimes you get people that play better at international duty than they do their clubs. I think it's that simple. For some people, it just doesn't translate back to club level. Because I'll be real with you, Drift. Simple question. Does Endo play like a captain for Liverpool? Just a quick question, does he? Just a quick question.
I mean, when he was on
Does Szoboszlai? Does he play like a captain?
No, all right. Even if you don't captain,
do you get what I'm trying to say now?
Even if you don't captain and influence the other people, you should be able to captain and influence yourself. And for me, a lot of the captains in our team, Robertson, a lot of the people who are captains in our team, they haven't even been able to handle their own mentality, performances, temperament during this time. So I'm not even asking you to lead everybody else, but at least take control of yourself. And these men have all let us down. If you think about some of our worst performers in this running, they've been our captains. Salah, Robbo, Endo, Szoboszlai, but these are the captains in our team, and they've
no. Those are no. I'm talking about. You're missing my point. The new captains. This is what people are really confused in the chat, and some people are saying I'm making this up. You can't make this up. It's called factual. People. Some people, please listen to what I'm saying and don't take it out of context. It's something so simple. Hear this now. 2 captains left. yeah, and we brought in a captain in Endo and a captain in Soboslai, yeah. I specifically spoke about those two. I didn't speak about no other captains, did I? Just those two, right? In that segment, Drew, yeah. Hear this now. The two captains that I've left, I think, are more universal captains where I feel like when they're able to get their message across in their personalities, they mesh better with Liverpool. Whereas these other two are struggling. It's something so simple. They may be captains for their country, but for whatever reason at Liverpool, it's not translating. You got what I'm trying to say, innit? It's not the same. They can't translate
and
their material to Liverpool. Just those. I was talking about them too. Salah's always been there. Robert's always been there. Who else is captain? Who else is there? Other than obviously the other main ones that we met.
The people who are there is Trent, Virgil, Salah, Robert, Alisson. Those are all the people who could be captains.
Now I don't understand something. Thank you, brother. It's something so simple. Like, do you agree with that? The two players that we've actually brought in, as good as they are and can be, and they are captains for their national teams, they are, for Liverpool, they can't show that same captain material. And it's obvious they can't, because they wouldn't have performances like this. You wouldn't be saying things like, I don't want to see Soboslai ever again this season. He needs to just have you know what I mean? And Endo, people are saying now, because this is what people did with Endo. Yeah, Endo ain't good. Yeah, and then some people are going, no, Endo's sick, bruv. Endo's sick. No, Endo's done. He's hit his ceiling.
No, I hear you. But what I will say back to that is, if you're captain material, the main component of captaincy is mentality.
100.
And I'll be honest with you, this isn't a fact. This is just me going off of what I think I've seen in my life or watching football.
Yeah, go on.
I've never been the captain of a team play this poorly for this long. As a captain, you have to be able to mentally drag yourself out of the poor form.
Thank you. This is what I'm saying.
But Soboslai hasn't even been able to pull himself out of his own.
Which is
he hasn't even been able
to. Bruv, you're thinking I'm disagreeing. No, I agree with you. So imagine this. I'm saying the captains.
So he's not a captain then?
No. Yeah, you can even say that. What I'm saying is for Liverpool.
He shouldn't even be hungry captain if that's the case.
But again, I do think, this is why.
Is he just the best player?
No, this is why I slightly differ.
Is that why he was given it?
No, this is why I slightly differ. Like I said, when some people are in their own surroundings and you're with your man, them, it's different compared to when you're now outside, so to speak. Bro, some people, it just doesn't translate back to their club teams. It's that simple. It is actually that simple.
But it should translate back to themselves at least.
Yeah, it should do, but it hasn't happened for whatever reason.
And that's the problem. And this is why I used to understand why people didn't want Milner and Henderson around, because they're not good enough in terms of on the pitch anymore. But I always said to you, do not underestimate what it's like to have these players in the team still, in the squad, in the changing room, around the place, making sure everybody. And if James Milner or Jordan Henderson was still part of the 26-man squad and playing very limited football because they should be playing week in, week out, but they were still in the team to keep everybody on their toes, we might not have had a situation where everybody was able to just all laps, all at the same time. Everybody seems to just, I don't know, like...
But they're also the same players that got us to where we were before we don't. But they were also the same players.
That was a quality issue. That wasn't a leadership issue. We clearly just had no quality left in the midfield. We've revamped that. We've changed that all. Right. Having one of them two just in the changing room would have been huge to help.
If you wanted them as a coach, as a player, no. As a player,
no. I'm not saying they should have been. I'm just saying everybody
should have happened. Milner should have went to the coaching staff for Liverpool. Henderson wanted to go and do his own journey. Fair play to him. Go and do what you're doing. But I will stand on this hill, bro. They didn't need to be players anymore for Liverpool. Their time was done, like fully done. But
this is what happened.
But this is where other players have to step up. But the problem is those other players haven't stepped up. Doesn't mean say that they can't ever. It's just that this season, where everything's changed at one time, Klopp has also. When the manager's saying he's run out of energy, I mean, what does that even translate to the players? What does that freaking mean? Secondly, as well, this is the first time these players have played in the Premier League. Like, so a lot has happened for these players. I'm not giving excuses. I'm just saying, for whatever reason, it hasn't translated from their countries over to Liverpool. Can it change? I really hope so. But as things stand right now, it don't look good. But that doesn't mean to say that they don't deserve to play for Liverpool. It's just that we need to maybe stop looking at them as captain material, Drift. That's what I'm saying when it comes to Liverpool. That's what I'm saying, brother.
And that's the worry, and that's what I'm saying. And moving forward, I think we have a massive issue with regards to the actual leadership. And I'm not about this, you just get the leadership because you're the best player or because you're the most senior player. Up until maybe about a month or two ago, Virgil was doing a very good job of his captaincy. So I don't want to be too reactionary. But for me personally, moving forward, my captain has to be a player that I think is more by example on the pitch and off the pitch, not one or the other.
But that is
like I need to see that off the field he can handle scenarios, and on the field he also won't let people's levels drop. It can't be he won't let people's levels drop on the field, but off the field he's not really good. He's not good at talking. He can't handle the press, all that kind of stuff. And it can't be he's brilliant at talking and whatever, but then on the pitch I see him letting things happen around him that shouldn't be happening. A captain is the manager on the pitch. A captain is literally supposed to translate everything from the manager and then go out and make sure that it's constantly being done, because a manager can't run on the pitch and talk to someone and do all that stuff.
I've seen Virgil literally point things out and people aren't listening. Like, I'll be honest with you. I do think this season has come to a halt, and it's very easy to point fingers and say it's captains, but I could give you something so simple. That Trent thing was, it was a captain, but that could have been at the same time like any other player. That I could easily see that being Gakpo. It sounds silly, but like that's how bad we are playing. We are playing so bad that
but Gakpo's not a leader though.
No,
we know that.
But I'm just saying, forget the titles, just the player. Because like you said, Drift, it shouldn't take a captain just to show desire. That's something that as a player. Do you get what
I get that,
but so hear this now. In regards to I forgot what I was gonna say now. In regards to was it Trent? No, in regards to VVD, I want to say this. I've been a big advocate for VVD being captain, and I'm still sticking by VVD. And I still think he's the right captain, and I still think he has the right mentality. And I think next season, or should I say, I hope next season, he does a bit of a better job, because I'm gonna be real. Until the Wolves, the wheels, fell off. No one had a problem with Virgil, in my opinion. We only had a problem with tactics and players being misused. We only was talking about, why our transition so bad defensively? Why do we look at this? There was no one spoke about Virgil's captaincy. But now the wheels are falling off. Everyone wants to look at the captains or the so-called captains. So I hear that, because they have got like a responsibility, but I don't want us to do that just yet, when you got to factor in what's happened this season in regards to the manager leaving. And I do think that's had something to do with the players maybe dropping off a bit as well. And maybe some people not handling pressure as I thought they could. So, yeah.
It definitely seems like we're going to have a part 2 to this, bro.
Indeed, because I got to shoot, bro. I got to shoot. Are you able to read the supers, bro, before In fact, you know what?
Yeah.
There's only one super. No, there's...
Oh, no, we've only got
there's
one.
Only one. Let me read that now. D-Dub says, big up Kop-Ish. Don't you think Klopp should take accountability for putting Trent on the back post on set pieces? Team always target Trent there. They always do. I don't know if it's Klopp's fault or whether it's Trent's fault for even putting himself there. But I can't lie to you, Trent ain't even one of the tallest people. Like, if you look at on that day, did Gakpo play on that day, or was Gakpo missing because of the birth of his child?
No, it was missing. That was when his missus gave birth.
So that means Nunes would have been there. Virgil.
But they will. I mean, from what I remember when I used to play football,
because there's two
the back
lines.
post wouldn't. Yeah. The back post wouldn't be where you'd put your taller player though. So I think Trent might be in the right place. You put your taller players centrally and at the front post. Obviously, you want tall players everywhere you can, but I think the front post in the middle of the box is more of a priority for your taller players than the back post. And Trent ain't short. He's still about 6'1". 6 foot, like he's not short.
No. Trent's 5'11" or 5'10".
Or even 5'11". He's not short.
No,
that's
not
my
short.
height. I could defend the back post.
No, but what I mean is like, but Everton must have thought because realistically, like you said, Virgil's going to be in the middle. What Liverpool has done is put I don't know. I can't remember the lineup now. Virgil in the middle, Kwanzaa back post. Kwanzaa's also better in the air naturally. Trent's not good in the air naturally. Like he's substandard.
But he didn't even try.
No. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying we picked one of the worst people. It's like putting Andy Robertson there at the same time. Both of them. Robertson wouldn't have done that. But what I'm saying is Robertson probably would have looked the same in terms of Calvert-Lewin just jumping and Robertson even trying, but he would have got nowhere close. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe you could say that he shouldn't be there. But again, as a defender, like effort is the minimal.
Oh, 100%. You got to show effort and desire. That's not even about captaincy. So even when I'm having a go at Trent now for his shambolic display at Goodison regarding the corner, big up Jerry. It's got nothing to do with him being a captain, even though it is. Because in my opinion, what he did there, you don't have to be vice captain to show desire there. You just got to tap the ball and make it as hard as possible rather than watching and getting scared of someone jumping. Like, what is that, bro? Like, to the point where that's when Virgil, for me, as a captain, you go speak to the vice captain and be like, if that happens again, me and you will be having words because we can't let that happen. That just shows that we're fragile, bro. So what I'm saying is Trent has to learn from that. And if he doesn't, then you have that conversation. But I don't feel like we should do it yet, personally, because one thing you don't want to do is what a lot of people seems like they want to do, strip him vice captaincy, and this is going to cause a whole lot of issues right this second when it's like, what man makes one bad mistake and then that's it. Because I'm sure people were willing to give other people plenty of time when they made mistakes, but just in a different way, innit? So
I don't think you're stripping someone of captaincy if there's somebody better than you.
There's a way of doing it, though, bro. He's for me, after one season, when it all went. Here's the thing, bruv. You flip a switch, and if we win those games prior to Everton, and even if we lost and we were still in the title race, people will still have a go at Trent, but I can almost guarantee they won't be saying stripping of captaincy. It's because of this, the whole season has just fizzled out, and we just look stale. Everything looks stale, and everything looks like a mess. So therefore, everything's going to be hyperbolic. But
sometimes that's how it goes, you know. If I get a guard dog to guard my house and someone breaks in and my guard dog doesn't do anything, I might keep you as a family pet, but you're definitely not the guard dog anymore. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is as well, we talk about captains a lot. I swear, Man City, do they ever have a designated captain? I swear they change their captain like every game, bro. I ain't even joking when I say that.
No, I think they do. I think they've
bro, I'm almost certain there's days when they change captaincy. I am not playing. People in the chat.
It was Gundogan. That was De Bruyne.
No. They literally changed. I kid you not. They literally changed their captain. They literally. I could be wrong here, people, but I'm almost certain Walker's their captain. Are you sure Walker's their designated captain? Because I've seen them change captain. Someone said, "Yeah, exactly, 100%, man." I could be wrong, but yeah.
It is what it is, bro. This is the mentality of the players has been very upsetting, and they've let themselves down and they've let Klopp down. So
people are saying it's Walker. That's crazy because I could have sworn it hasn't always been Walker this season.
I know it was Gundogan last year, though.
Tommy says they have rotated the armband a lot, though. They have. So let's say it was Walker this season. I'm almost certain it wasn't Walker last season. Walker is their captain, but they do change. Obviously, Walker don't play every game, so it does change. No. I'm talking about... Anyway, I won't even get in the back and forth with that, but yeah. Now, big up the chat, though, if that's the case. But I'm pretty sure I've seen them change captain a few times, even when Walker was there. Match day captain changes regularly. Yeah. That's... Thank you, Sam Max Legends. I'm not going crazy.
Well,
but yeah.
If Walker's playing, though, he's captain, so...
On match day,
I mean, I know about Walker being captain. I don't know. Has he actually got... But that's their problem.
That's their problem. But again, like, look what they're doing. This is a man that's been... You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's mad.
I'm saying Hippier got the captaincy taken off of him and given to Gerrard, and he done nothing wrong. You can't always be...
Conversation, though. That's a different conversation.
Captaincy taken away from you if somebody's a better captain than you.
That's a different conversation, though, for Hippier, though. That was more like, bro... You didn't do nothing wrong. Whereas Trent, it would be you done something wrong. There's a different narrative there. Come on, let's not. Yeah, it's different.
No, but everybody can take it the right. It depends which way you take it.
Yeah, true.
Trent might not want it, and he's got to pretend he wants it. What if Trent doesn't want the responsibility of captaincy, but he can't say that because people will have a go at him for that. So he's got to pretend he wants it.
Nah, if Klopp spoke to him when he spoke to him, Trent would be on. Why would you lie? He wouldn't lie, bro. He would just be like, I don't think I'm ready for it. There's
But
no
Klopp
harm.
never spoke to him. Klopp just came up to him, gave him a hug and said, "You're vice captain." And that was it. Bro.
That's what the media wanted us to make.
No, Trent said it himself, bro. Trent said it. Trent said he didn't know he was vice captain until the warm-up when the manager came over and hugged him and said, "You're vice captain." Right, and then
that's the case. But you're saying so because he done that, he had to lie. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying in that moment, embarrassed. Do you remember being in class and the teacher would say, "So before I let you go, does anyone not understand?" You know, you felt like a dickhead if you went.
He's saying in class, you know, but that's different.
It's embarrassing, bro. He's not going to put his hand up and be like,
"No,
Klopp,
that would be no." A class would translate to a football team meeting. This is Jurgen Klopp and Trent talking one-on-one, which would then translate to the teacher talking to my man one-on-one. So that don't translate what you just said, bro. Think about it.
It does, because the only chance he would have got to talk to Klopp about it would have been in front of every
person. It's just you and the teacher. You're talking. Whereas if you say if the teacher says in the middle of the class, who's got something to say before we go? Do you guys understand? That's different.
No, but he's not going to say no in that moment because he's probably getting a chance to think about, oh shit, I'm captain. Klopp walked off by then. And then the next time he sees Klopp, he's in the changing room with everyone, bro.
No, the one-on-one where Klopp spoke to him would literally be the whole, everyone leaves the room. And the teacher's like, can you stay back? No, the teacher goes, everyone leave the classroom. I need to speak to you. And then you're like, rah, what? I didn't do my homework. That's what happened, bro. It's that.
No, bro. He walked up to him in the warm-up to a game on the pitch, bro.
No, we saw
it. And hugged him and said, vice captain.
No, we saw the footage, bro. It wasn't in a game. It was a training session. What are you talking about?
No, bro. It was a warm-up for a match, bro.
It was a training session.
About it, bro.
People, quickly, because I gotta go. Was it a training session or a match? I'm almost certain it was a training session. I remember it.
The match.
First person says training session. Let's see. That's just one person. That's just one person. Let's see.
If it was training, I mean, that's at least if it was training, then fair enough. He could have spoken to him by himself.
This is what I'm saying, bro. It was training.
But he might still be to say no, which is a point I stand on. Forget all of that where we could talk to him. He, as a Scouser, he might be embarrassed to admit, I'm shook to be captain. Because it's like emasculating, isn't it? It's taking away some of your manhood if you go, I'm kind of shook, you know, I don't really want to be captain. People might look at you a bit different. So the point remains that forget when he told him, I believe that there's a possibility maybe Trent don't want to be captain and he just don't really know how to say it without everyone teasing him or feeling rubbish about it.
I disagree.
You know, like, remember,
if that's what you think, fair enough, but I don't think so.
If you're a man and people give you a leadership role and you don't want it, we all know this, Matt, we're men. You get shamed. People look down on you.
I understand that, but this is, bro.
He don't want it.
No, but bro, all that happened is Klopp literally walked up to him and was like, listen, put his arm around him. We saw it. And then he's speaking to him. It's just them two. They're walking away or whatever. Like, he's talking to my man. And they're just having a moment, pause here, where they're just talking. And he's like, rah, do you want to be captain? In that moment, in my opinion, I can't see Trent doing the whole, yeah, do you know what? Because Klopp asked me, I can't really say no, you know. I just got to go with it. I think he's just going to be real. And he's probably going to say, I wanted this. He's spoken about wanting to be captain from before, bro. That's why if it was someone else, maybe I'd say that. But we're talking about someone who's gone on record before all of this. Yeah, when Henderson was at the club, said one day I would love to be Liverpool captain. But first, I just work my way up. That's why I don't believe that personally, but
I've never heard him say that. If he actually said
that, there's been interviews where he's actually said, like, one day I would love to be Liverpool captain.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I also believe in saving someone from himself as well, though. And he can want it all he wants. He's got to show he's actually good enough.
No, 100%. And that's what he has to do next season. 100%. But no, Drift, listen, I'm going to have to shoot. If you know, you can read that Supers, bro.
Yeah. Wrap up now.
All right, people, listen.
Part 2, innit?
Yeah, we need to do a part 2. Love as always, people. We'll be back later on this week, so stay tuned. Stay tuned to the socials, people, and you'll know when we'll be back regarding which shows. Obviously, we got the preview coming up, and we've also got the game on Sunday. We've got Spurs. But yeah, people, love as always. Drift, I'll catch up with you later, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Cool. Bless, man.
Yeah, man. So people will revisit this for a part two. But just let us know, obviously, down below. Do you think we do have a leadership issue at the club right now? And where do we go from here if we do? And one last one from OYB says, off topic, any tips for a job interview, guys? But I haven't been on a job interview for such a long time, bro. I don't want to give you bad advice, but I would probably say it's best to do your research on the company. Make sure you understand what they're about, the role that you will be having. Do not lie to them about things that you can and can't do, because you get caught out with that. I know sometimes it's good to have your foot in the door, but I've been caught out before by saying I could do something, and then they threw me into the situation and then I couldn't do it, and it was a bit mad. And yeah, just be polite, dress well, and good luck, bro. Good luck. I haven't been in an interview for so long, bro. That's something that's a little foreign to me right now. But yeah, make sure that you and turn up on time. Make sure that you're on time. But people, big up your damn selves each and every time. Love as always. Yeah, good point from Tommy as well. Come prepared with some good questions for them, because you know they want to know that you care about them. And another rule that I've kind of been taught as well, which is kind of a mad one, is sometimes if you seem too agreeable, they don't like that either. People are normally scared to have a little bit of a pushback, say like on your wages, for example, or something you might have to do. But it does at the same time show character for you to be like that. And you're not just, yeah, I'll do anything to get the job, that kind of thing. That is also a put off to employers as well. So yeah, but now big up for that and good luck with that, bro. And yeah, people, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll be back for the preview. And yeah, do Liverpool have leadership issues, people? Where do we go from here? Until next time, big up your damn selves. Love as always. And we'll catch you on the other side, people. Peace.